Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story Nomad, episode 9 with me, Sid. And last episode we ended up at the little ruiny thing up here, which we've explored and looted, I'm being totally honest. And I noticed that there was this down here, so I have moved down here, and it is, well, it's no surprise to me that it is actually a trader camp. And a thing. I don't know whether the thing has anything, but you are a building materials trader. You've got, if I had 7 gears, I might be 15 gears. Ooh, very tempted. I don't know what I've got, but I'm very tempted all the same. And then over here, again, another beautiful piece of things. Shame about the floor, but there you go. We've got another building materials trader who is selling, wow, 26 gears. If I had a lot of gears, then they would be these builds, these better traders though. Very nice. And then you've got this, which is an obelisk, obviously, and I don't know. No, I'm in trader zone, am I? Yeah, okay. It's not letting me. Right, question, does this grave belong to you? It doesn't. So those high leather boots are mine. Thank you. I'm not going to bother with the bones, but I will, because I'm respectful. I'll leave the remains. I'm just stealing your boots. That somehow classes as respectful in my eyes. That looks to me like yeah, it's not going to let me do it. That is the trader's tent, isn't it? That's the level. Yeah, it's just badly spawned in, I think. So there's a big old question: is I suppose the big old question is, why did you not go straight in there? Is where to go next. I'm not seeing anything inland that really goes, pick me. So I think we just continue sailing on around the coast a little bit and continue searching. Now my intention is, regardless of where we finish at the end of this episode, is to get home towards the end of this episode. I would like to not just be doing all of this exploration, although this is going to be a huge part of it. I mean, it's Nomad, of course it's going to be a lot of travelling. Yeah, that kind of goes, the clue's in the name, isn't it, really? But it would be nice just to come down, and of course it's raining again. There's a nice, that it's probably granite, I think, but it could be something like limestone. We really do need, I said flux rock last episode, which is obviously giving me a throwback to my terra firmacraft days. Lime, what we need is something that allows us to make lime, so limestone, chalk, anything that we can grind up into a meaningful limestone. But yeah, we've got stuff to look at. We're coming around here. That looks, and it looks like there might be a river. Words are difficult, you know. There might be a river over there, which could be useful. One of Her's bugbears in any game. Anti-gravity mountain rocks. Right, but yeah, we can follow this around and see what we can find, and with an aim to mapping the terrain around us and ultimately understanding the environment we live in better, so we can then come out and explore and, you know, try and get some resources such as iron and all the other bits. The other thing that would be really useful, and is going to be harder unless we find a bauxite desert, is going to be fire clay. That we either have to make it or find it. Finding it is under black coal seams, but you also apparently find it very easily in bauxite deserts. So yeah, that's going to be a fun one, I think. But at some point I'm going to need to make bloomeries and stuff once we find iron. I could also do with an oven to make bread. That would be handy. One of those little things that would be a handy thing to have. So what we got? The little tiny island over there with really not much going for it. Trader there. Well, we'll continue round to him then. And I'll just keep my eyes open looking for good stuff. Any surface bands of ore poking out of the cliff sides, that's always good. These areas as well can actually be sometimes worthwhile just having a swim down. Now we've got our breath set at, I think it's 2 minutes, which I think is a reasonable length. Some people may think that's a little bit overkill. I know I can certainly, in my current physical shape, hold my breath for a good 60 seconds to 90 seconds. I am assuming that a survivor like us is in better physical shape than me, because I am very much a sedentary male who has an office job. I'm not the one trying to survive in the wilderness against everything. No, didn't. But sometimes going and swimming around down does nothing for you, of course, as well, but these cliffs can be pretty exposed. So anyway, we can carry on, and I'm going to get us round to this trader, and I will see you when we get there. Alright, we are close to the trader, but the miasma there, I'm not sure whether I want to have to fight that or not. I think I'll try and avoid it. At some point I'm going to have to fight these mobs, but it has to be said that common sense stipulates when you don't have to, just don't fight them. You know, there's a phrase that my old boss used to use in my current job, actually, but he retired back at the start of the year, and he would sit there and he'd call it picking your fights. Another building materials trader, okay, wow, 38 gears, 13 for that. Again, nothing I really want though. What is going on around here then? You see, there's that up there, but I suspect I'd be better off running around the bottom here and around here to get up that side, rather than things. This is all granite. That's tin, however. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This is the ores you can see poking out of the sides of mountain. It's not necessarily okay. The word was, it's not necessarily going to be particularly good. No, it's not going to be particularly good. It's going to be awesome. Bountiful. Cassiterite. Well, I think we need to certainly investigate this, just to see how much there actually is. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's not a lot of it at all. But when it's bountiful like that, I'm not going to just accept that as, you know, as gospel. Maybe we'll have to. Still, that's 3 ingots of tin in 3 lumps of ore. I'll harvest these, I think. I'm grabbing the berry bushes because I'm going to plant some of those at FOB Alpha, just so we've got ready food on hand. Not really seeing any more of that tin floating around, which is a shame. It would have been nice if there had been more of that, but that's potentially, I suppose, being a little greedy. He says, hunting around looking for more of it. So the big question now is, do I spend the night here, or do I get in my boat and sail a wee bit? I think I'm going to get in my boat. I think that's probably a reasonably safe place to be. See you, mate. You're alright, aren't you? I wish I knew what their secret was, just sitting there ignoring all of the badness around them, and he just ignores them. That would be a skill to know, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think we're better off going around the outside. So, a little bit of, not much going on here, and well, I'll see you when I get a bit further out. So it's another fine morning. We have navigated around from there to here, and we're kind of coming up there. Now that is 2 big holes in the ground. There's something, oh, it's just that will-o'-the-wisp. Still not seeing anything even remotely resembling a limestone bearing rock, which is getting somewhat painful, to be honest. I was hoping that these whiter areas on the map over here might be, but they don't appear to be. It's just texture. But I think we'll head up here and we'll just have a look at what some of this area is. That also is a ruin that we'll hit, and then I think, well, sneaking suspicion that might be a ruin there as well. Just there. I think that might even be the meteoric iron ruin again. Question is whether I'm that bothered, but that looks interesting. I think I know what that ruin is, actually. That's a little bit of a ruin there, almost certainly. That is probably a ruin. So let's go see what we can find, and then I think we probably need to think about heading back. We need to, if we don't find anything even remotely resembling limestone bearing rock, then I think we're going to have to am I going to fit through there? Maybe not. Hang on, I can go round. We'll go round. I could dig a hole as well, that would be the other alternative, but round is just as good as through. Well, maybe not as good, but you know, it gets you there. And that's true, there's a little bit of a ruin there in the water we can go and dibble our toes in as well. I think it's just going to be vanilla, but you know, those tool chests can be advantageous, and a lot of those tools, I was thinking between episodes what my rationale for taking a lot of those flint tools are, and obviously is because we've got, what did I just see? Thought I saw something brown and furry over there. Because we've got the possibility still that we we die and... Oh, hello. We'll go... Oh, hello. That looks interesting. Little burial site. Lots of bony soil. Be wrong not to take it, wouldn't it? And see if they left anything else down here. Must remember not to get myself trapped though. Which might be easier said than done now I've got myself down here. Oh, there's a tool vessel, food vessel. Let's just surface. Come on, up, up, up. Refill my lungs and down we go again. Come on, down. I'm not worried about the skeletrons. They are... Oh, there's a book as well. Perfect. It's not like I'm going to be building a mausoleum or anything anytime soon. This is not that kind of series. Right, let me get... I'm going to start taking... Oh, I actually had an air pocket. Okay. That's even better then. Right, let's have a quick peek underneath the ground here. Oh. And then we can... Wow, this is a big old ruin. Can be definitely worthwhile, and there's some half decent stuff to find. Come on, get me down that hole. Again, yeah, there's a lot to be found in these, isn't there? That's an ore vessel. Pumpkin seeds, well, they're always, we can plant those and forget about them because they're not even something that animals accost, so we don't even need to worry about that on those, which is nice. So that was there. Just have a quick peek over here. Don't think it's worth the effort faffing around that one. Is that another? Oh, it's definitely another thing with a thing in it. Oh, get me down. This is getting somewhat annoying. Right, let's quickly read some books and get some skill points. That will free up some inventory spots. Combat 12.5, that is cooking. And that is combat. Right, now I just need to get down here. Good grief, this is painful. For some sticks anyway. Totes worth it. I don't think there's anything else down there, so let's just get out. Right. I thought I saw something unpleasant then, but clearly I didn't. I've managed to click off the screen. Don't want you, don't want you. What do we get? Copper falx, copper stuff, more copper, copper, some of those. That's not a bad haul. I do need to go and find myself somewhere reasonably safe to unpack that. So let's head off back, because I was going up. I'm going up there. That's actually the nearest ruin of the lot. I will see you when I get there. Well, we're not alone. Look, we've got a Claymore J Flapdoodle over there. For those who don't know what Claymore J Flapdoodle is, that was the name of the panda that I captured in season 3 of Rusty Gears. Well, actually it wasn't the name of the panda, it was what I named the panda. That kind of suggests that maybe, you know, its name was actually Claymore J Flapdoodle before I encountered it, and it certainly wasn't. If you want to know why Claymore J Flapdoodle, I suggest you look up the artist Phil Foglio. Wow. Hello. Not seeing this. I don't think I even saw this ruin on our tour of the server. Okay, I've got a tailored no. Let's have a Let's have a look. I actually got a tailored Gambleson. Yeah, sorry. I was going to say it's not tailored. It is actually tailored. Gotta love these ruins, guys. They just knock it out of the park every time. A pair of squire boots. I've just cooked one of those because I wrecked my last one. A water flask. Crock. I'm going to need to gears, lots of, look at that. I mean, that just that detail. I love these builds. And then you've got these cannon. Now I know I did some cannon on Rusty Gears Season 3, but these are cannon again, Cannon Plus, with these shutters. Spears, some nice bits and pieces. Ooh, temporal gear. Now there's going to be a dilemma, isn't it? Do we set our spawn? And that is there, definitely a dilemma. There's gear there as well. I'm going to grab the gears, I think, while I walk around. Then I'm going to try and get my tent out somewhere out there, somewhere well away from Claymore. We'll have a look at the aged armour stand as well, but first things first, let's have a look. Blasting powder. Suppose that makes sense. Just have a little hunt around, make sure we're not missing any goodies. Don't think we are on this floor, and then we can go down. And there were some more goodies about, weren't there? Plus those barricades, which compost. Pair of wrist binds for prisoners. Oh, another pair of squire boots. Well, we ain't gonna want for boots, are we? That looks to be empty, as does that one. Now, question: do I take them? And then we've got some books and a torch holder and St. Adrian's mark. Should have guessed. St. Adrian does some good work. Right, we need I need an openish space big enough for me to place that down. That's fine. And then I can start popping some stuff away. Some of this will actually have slots in here as well, so we do need to be a little bit cautious that I don't waste spots with things that have already got spots. Did I see any copper? I did. That probably as well. I'm fairly certain I've got some string, because that's not quite enough to make a full. Come on, I know I've got string. I know I had string. Is it me, or am I just completely failing to see it? Doesn't matter, can go in there. As well as two of those. Right, let's go grab the rest of the stuff I want out of here. Damn. Note to self, put your tent bag away when you're not using it. I'm going to grab the firewood because not really bothered. I will take the lime for definite. Pearl necklace, have you got any? Sold, not bought, okay. Prisoner binds, I'll take them, they can't help. Blue seal. Black bronze arrows, might as well have them. Do I want the little chests? That's a difficult question, isn't it? Do I want the little chest? Blasting powder and not a lot else. Temporal gear I definitely want. Take the flint just because I'm carrying flint anyway. We'll take the spear, obviously take the sticks and the saltpeter. I don't really want another blue seal, I don't think anyway. Let's just see, does anybody buy those? No. And I think that's it. As much as this is beautiful, a really nice ruin. Oh, hello, that as well. Didn't see any more floating around, so I think that goes in there. Hang on a second, I know I've got some of this splattered around. I do want those gears, that's the thing. I'll put the temporal gear in there because I want those out so I can use them should the opportunity arise. You have, okay, that's fine. You can have that as well. Nope, you can have that. And that, and that, and that, and that. And that. I'll keep the gears out though. Is that all the gears I found? That seems a bit low. But appears to be accurate, so okay. Pick that lot up. And let's go and get my boat. And while we're at it, I think I will grab a screen cap of this. This might be a thumbnail, just because it's so pretty. It's a very nice build, lovely. Right, and we can also mark you now as red. No, we can mark you as red. So I think we're going to head up here and here now. I'll see you when we get over there. Alright, we're coming up on the next ruin. It's one of the towers with the translocators on the top. I don't think that, other than an owl chest, I think that's all there will be at the top of that, but and a translocator obviously. But still, it's useful to know. I'm kind of contemplating whether to add to this the translocator engineering mod, because that might be something that we then want to build our own network of translocators. They have, I think, is a maximum range of 8,000 blocks, so, or at least by default they have a maximum range of 8,000 blocks. This is still granite, not going to help me at all. But we could potentially start using these to connect up the forward operation bases, especially if I do actively make a kind of a conscious decision to go 8. Aged Book of Law, okay. Whee! Oh, okay. Whee! And a painting, I suppose. Keep the painting. I'm very tempted to keep that little. That's a nice little thing. But that will delete. That's now a translocator. That leaves us with. So if I were to, I'm just trying to think the fastest way back. If I were to pick up my boat, carry it across, come across to here, pick up my boat, carry it across, I can effectively save myself all of that distance, and then we just go straight across here and then down and back up the river. Would seem to be probably the most appropriate thing, but there is still that ruin there. There's a trader there, but I don't know what he is. I don't really see much. That's weird. I think that's a cave. That's almost certainly a cave. That is slate. This is all granite. It's not yielding me limestone at all, and it's getting dark as well. Well, there's only one ruin over here, so let's go and address that one, shall we? And mine. Cassava, I'm not going to bother with. I'll be honest, it's more trouble than it's worth. You have to soak the stuff to eat it because it's toxic. But there is that little ruin over there. So, I mean, at the moment it's kind of a moot point whether I have the translocator engineering redux or not, because I haven't got the gold nor the steel necessary to make the crowbar and the linking tool to actually exploit them anyway. So, you know, it's a decision I can make later. I'll mark the translocators for now. Let's just go and have a look at this over here. I'm going to guess that you're an olive tree, judging by the colour of your trunk. But I could be wrong. You're 2 trees. You're a pomegranate. You ain't going to grow anywhere around near me, I don't think. But we'll use them as a marker. That's right. Where is my ruin? You are over here. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, you're that stone circle. Not a brilliant ruin, all things been told. It's just a thing. I don't think it actually has. If it has anything, and I'd be very surprised if it does. No, I think it's just I don't think there's anything here. I've never come across. Someone's probably going to be screaming in the comments about how I missed an opportunity, but it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. I'm going to assume I have to detach the chest as well. So So we'll grab a bit of pomegranate just so we've got, just so we can say we've got them. There we go, coupler, and then we'll get this down about there. You got to keep you to hand. You can go in there. I think everything else is pretty much a keeper, so we'll mark. Oh, actually, there was a reason why I wanted to do that, wasn't there? And that's because I've got stuff in here. Which probably needs to be put away first. Yeah, keep those to hand. That. Yeah, that looks about right. Then we should be able to control and detach. That goes into my inventory as well. That was unpleasant. That was a horrible sound. I don't know whether you could hear it. It was so close on the edge of my hearing. We need to get the night past so we can get back home. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, well, we're heading overland. I've got the boat in my slot, but if you're not actually actively carrying it, it doesn't render, so this is better. I would rather not have all of these rock creatures hovering around, but if we try and keep well clear of them, we should be alright, because this literally is the piece of land that we want to get to. I could just sail down then and across, but I think walking might be better. Still on granite, unfortunately. I keep looking to see if there's any little layers under the surface or odd, you know, strata up there, but it's not playing nicely. Right, let's get across, straight across, and then I need to, I think there, aiming for that bay. That's kind of our shortest distance. Or do I? No, I think I'm going to sail. The reason being is that looks like it could have a whole bunch of wolves or bears in it, and I'm not being funny, I've said it before, but you know, I'm actually safe when I'm at sea. Still need that lime though. I think I might have enough now to make one barrel, which would be enough to treat. What's that? Sorry, I'm distracted. That's not a natural structure. Okay. Well, bonus looting perhaps, or perhaps even bonus death. Who knows? I don't even know what that is. But some that's a resonance archive. That is the resonance archive. Oh, that does not look safe. I don't think we should be here right now. However, I do think we should be marking big old diamond in bright purple. Resonance archive. And I am pinning that. We're going to pin you. Right. That is the first time I have ever discovered that by accident. I mean, statistically, there's a reasonable chance of discovering it by accident. But let's just see if I'll grab this little bit of tin while we're here, just because. Any more for any more around the side? Or how greedy do I get? Yeah, I don't think there's any to be had. Nope, right. Got you. You can come back out. Let's leave the resonance archive. We know where it is. It's there for another day, and it is something that we can do solo, which again I've never done. I think I will want to prepare quite extensively to do the resonance archive solo. I think the Archon, the big autonomon, the big pinned thingy, I think him on his own could be quite a thing. Just think, I could have completely missed that just by going overland. That is bizarre. It's almost like I was fated to find it, if I believed in fate, which I don't. But yeah, so we'll continue. Oh yeah, but this is where that trader was, wasn't it? And we saw that miasma. Right, I am going to get home. I will see you either when I get there, or if something interesting happens en route. Alright, we are coming up on home. I am going to hold my hands up. I am boogie boarding home. The boogie board is without a doubt a more efficient, faster mode of transport than the canoe. It's by no means anywhere near as elegant. It doesn't have that kind of nice sedate pace to it. You know, it's less immersive. However, I've had this discussion before on this channel. There is an element in content creation which you don't have in well, I suppose you do have in day-to-day play, but it's less critical, and that is time. I only have so many hours a week to record, and I have quite a lot of stuff to record and quite a lot of ideas and things to do, and you know, I mean, administering Rusty Gear server or doing admin work on that, updating the mods. Did that this morning, so we have a little bit of an update at the time of recording anyway this morning. So there are occasions where you sacrifice immersion for speed, and this is most definitely one of them, just because, you know, it makes sense. I can cover more ground with the thing. Oh wow, died from too high temperatures. Too warm over here, is it? Okay. Well, that's useful to know, but right, we need to place you down. And I need to get you back out. And I can place you in... No. Bad. Oh, yes, I remember. I remember. We did this before, didn't we? We need to make sure I don't have a slot for it. And then I place that in there. Lovely. And then we can get you. Hang on. No, that one. Get there eventually. And we're back home. But we have got a whole load of loot to carry in with us, which will do. I've got to get all of this processed. Next episode, I want to seriously look at attacking that ruin that we found with the castle, because it had some really nice battlements and I want to borrow them. You know, that's stunted through to heat. Yeah, we're too warm over here, aren't we? 34.9 in summer. Okay, I think I probably need to wait till autumn and then replant and then bugger off, but we'll see. First things first, put everything away. This lot's all done. Having said that, I don't need half of it because I found loads of it in the ruins. But yeah, I mean, that's a successful little trip out. The boat is working well, and I suppose my next job is to start thinking about moving FOB Alpha to FOB Bravo. Oh yeah, there's going to be many FOBs. Yeah, hello. What's the rift activity? Medium. I think I need to be ready for a fight. These guys might make it over. So that's these are all rock walkers. They're fairly low power. Come on then. Come and meet my... Yeah. Did you not realise that there were spikes there? Wow, and a skull. Better go and grab my spear back there. Well, a little bit at least. So you can see they're not overly strong, but they do tend to appear in larger groups. Right, I'm going to continue sorting my stuff out, and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, Chase, this is going to take a lot of sorting. There, I've got a lot of garbage and a lot of stuff. I think I may actually have... That's enough for 3, 6. I've got enough to make a tin bronze anvil now, which is good, because it means we can upgrade our anvil setup. And I just need to I need to sort out what I've got, because I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. I've got quite a lot of fabric now. And other than making palisades with fancy bits on or twine storage, which we will probably want going forward, because that will, you know, they've got the sewing shelf. Again, presumably that's storage, cartographer's map, curtains, carpets. These are all things we can do. We can cut up clothes, and obviously we have picked up all of the clothes along the way. Some of these clothes, however, let's just kind of pull those together, shall we? So we've got the high leather boots. We've also got the squire boots and the prisoner binds. The blue seal. I don't think that's actually classed as clothes. More squire boots. We got a fortune teller's scarf, not really me. A jailer's hat. A bronze bracelet. We've got our old improvised body armour, which I don't think we can do much with at all other than just keep it. We've got some black carpet, but that doesn't really help me at all either there. So if we look at what I'm currently wearing, I've got, these are all in bad condition as well, so pre-winter we do really need to get these upped. I've got the leather braces. There's not much to that. That has absolutely no use whatsoever other than cosmetic. The hat, I think I am going to scrap for fibre. The scarf I'm going to scrap for that. And the prisoner binds I'm going to scrap for one piece of... Oh, interesting. Of course, boots do that, don't they? You're purchased by the treasure hunter. And you're purchased by the thing, but they make me leather. They might be worth more. Purchased by the clothing trader. I think we take the opportunity to turn them into leather. Seeing as we're struggling on the actual leather front. That and that can probably just go in the waist in the corner. I don't think you have any benefit at all, do you? No, other than you're decorative. Didn't want that. Right, and that will go to make leather armour, obviously. We can make saddlebags, which we haven't got an elk, and we don't get an elk until we've done the Residence Archive, so that's fine. We can make ourselves our first backpack. Now you are 9 slots, so they're going to be these. Yes, but that will go and give me 12 slots, which means we can... Oh, and we can do that as well now. Yes, because we've got a leather backpack. Of course. That will give me more for flax fabric back, which is good. I can convert you over to that, that's fine. Beds. Got a spear, got those spears there, sticks, flints. The rest of this is pretty much, not you, pretty much foods, which I'm typically, as usual, carrying too much of. I could probably make 3 portions of porridge. Might be worthwhile. With some mushroom and carrot, maybe. I don't think I've got any berries left, have I? No. Anyway, I think on that note, I'm just going to, between episodes, I'm going to do a little bit of sorting as best I can. And I need to go and get myself that cooking pot, don't I? Which I've got one in there, and I've got one over in here somewhere. Cooking pot, lovely, a clean one. So that should allow me to make at least 3 portions of porridge. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with 3 and 1, 2, 3. And a red wine cap. That should be okay. Right, so on that basis, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I think next time we're going to go and try and make a more, not a finished tent, but a more permanent tent. This was always meant to be a temporary tent, and you know, it's now become part of forward operating base Alpha. It can come with me. I've got it set up in such a way that I could pick it up and take it. But you know, I think we can do better. So yeah, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.